Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Narcissist Guide. Thank you for tuning in today. For those of you who are going through healing, I hope that you're staying strong and coping well. Now, in today's episode, I would like to talk about the narcissist when they tell you that they have changed. Now, when a narcissist tells you that they have changed, what it really means is, I am bored with my new supply and I want to see whether I still have control over you. So you have been through healing and you have been in no contact with the narcissist, or you have, in some circumstances, you still need to maintain a level of contact with the narcissist, either because you have been married with the narcissist, divorced, and you co-parent with this narcissist. So you still need to maintain a level of connection. This can be used anytime by the narcissist. It doesn't matter what kind of situation it is, okay? So it doesn't matter if you have been divorced, if you have if you broke up with the narcissist, or it doesn't matter. The narcissist will use this tactic in any situation. Now, understand that you came out of a relationship with a narcissist, okay? So you are regaining your healthy concept of life, you're moving on, you're trying to work on your goals, on your ambitions, and you're doing okay, you're doing well. You know that going back to a narcissist in a relationship, you expect that you will never be right with the narcissist. You know that you will have to walk on eggshells and second guess your every move. You will doubt your own judgment and question your sanity. You will be accused of overreacting when you try to express your feelings. You will have to watch your partner or the narcissist abuse alcohol, drugs, money. And you will have to deal with constant lies and manipulation. And you will have to be prepared to be discarded at some point. Okay, so know that in a normal relationship, it's a two-way street. Communication, love, mutual understanding, boundaries is what you should expect. Now, with the narcissist, it's a lack of communication, disregard of your feelings, and constant fear. Relationship becomes hell with one outcome, and that is the discard in a humiliating way. And the same cycle repeats. Okay, so keep that in mind when this narcissist comes back to you and tell you that they have changed. And when they tell you that they have changed, they will try to convince you. Okay, they would say that they have faced their issues, or they will say that they see how good you are, how you make them realize that you were right, how their family is seeing a difference now that the narcissist has changed, how they have changed jobs, have nice new hobbies, how they have been promoted at work. They apologize for the hurt and pain that they've caused you. And this can be very comforting to hear. You will be able to think that they truly changed. Now, before you believe them or the false apology, remind yourself how you were subjected to their abuse and how they have discarded you in the most humiliating way, like you never existed. Okay? Just like I said before. Because people with good intentions would never hurt you in the first place. Their actions should have proved that they were worthy of your love. A narcissist never changes their patterns and cycles towards destruction, chaos, and pain. Okay? Remember that you have peace now, and how you are living happy, how you have stability, how you have been growing. Because the words of a narcissist will never match their actions. The narcissists are very good in talking, too much blah 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 coming out of their mouth, but their behavior shows different, the complete opposite. And the narcissist is just actually very tired of their new supply, and they're trying to, maybe it's not only you that they tell you that they've changed, because narcissists have a lot of old supply in their waiting room ready for them to be recycled. Okay, so they are actually just going into their waiting room and say like, okay, let me see who I can try to, brainwash back into my life. Because this narcissist knows and hates it that he became irrelevant in your life. Okay? They hate those boundaries. They hate it to be ignored. They hate it to be questioned about their behavior. Yeah? And they hate it seeing you as the victim, as a survivor, as a winner. They hate seeing their victims engage in happy and healthy relationships. Okay? Because they don't have power and control anymore. So they will try to hoover you right back in to their world. And if you're gonna be allowing the narcissist to do that, you are actually renewing a contract by signing and selling your soul back to the narcissist. And that's very, very unhealthy, because it also tells the narcissist that they still have a certain amount of control over you. And your soul is the very essence of your being, worth preserving. But this narcissist doesn't care. This narcissist does not care and will try to hoover you right back in by telling you that they've changed with all these beautiful excuses. And they will portray a picture perfect picture of themselves at where they are in life now. And you see that it's a lot. It's not just like, oh, I just got promoted for work. No, I have done much more than that. I have done some soul searching. I have faced my issues. My family is seeing a difference in me now. They've changed jobs. They have nice new hobbies. All those excuses, all at the same time. All, not just one. And many more. Maybe I did mention a few others, but they will come at so much extreme changes that a normal person maybe would take years to get through, and they do it in weeks or in months, whatever. And they're trying to convince you that they've changed. But they don't change. They change in... This is actually them leveling up their manipulation tactics. They're leveling up. They're becoming better at their games. They're refining. So did they change? Yes, they did change. They changed in how to play the game better than before. So it is actually a trap that they're setting out for you, hoping to be able to lure you back right into their sick life. And like I said, remember all the things that you should expect when you go back to a narcissist. First of all, your peace is being disturbed. Your stability is being disturbed. Your harmony is being disturbed. They're going to stop you from working on growing yourself to become more wiser in life, more successful, more happy, getting to achieve your goals and your ambitions. And I mention those a lot because that is what life is about growing. Growing in life, leveling up in life in a healthy way. And a narcissist is preventing you from doing that because it is about the narcissist, not about you. A narcissist doesn't care about you at all. They need to be in the center of attention. Okay, so sometimes, like I said before, time management, narcissism time, is hard already. If you spend some time with a narcissist physically, it's gonna cost you more than that. It's gonna cost you more because the narcissist is in your head, in your system, taking up the space. So it's a very bad idea to fall for this trap. It is very important not to fall for this trap. It's like emotional rape. It's like being raped again by the raper. Okay? Because there's a term for what narcissist does to his or her victims. It's called emotional rape. Systematic and deliberate abuse of a person's higher emotions without their consent. You will fully trust the false self that was presented to you again. Yeah? And you were made to feel emotions and bonding for the express purpose of being used and discarded. When you give the narcissist privilege of looking into their soul, they will never dream about how they were being used and abused by a narcissist. And that is exactly what you will expect if you give in to the narcissist when they say that they've changed. You're going back to that same emotional rape, but now it will even become worse. Okay? Because they have refined their tactics. And for some people, it has taken such a long time to get out of a relationship with a narcissist. And it is still dangerous for them to be lured back in. Okay? Because some people have been in relationships with a narcissist for years and years and years. You know, a person becomes addicted to pain. Yeah, a person is addicted to pain, used to a history of prolonged negative, stressful relationships. And it's like when their feelings of love and pain are so frequently associated that they become one and the same. So love and pain become the same. Feelings such as anger, worry, grief, fear, or depression can become so habitual that you cannot live without it. Okay? Loving unavailable people and staying in intolerable relationships are signs that love and pain have become intertwined. So try to understand the physiological part of emotional pain addiction. It can help you to also break free from this pattern. Okay, so it is very important that you don't fall for this I have changed game, because narcissists will use those a lot during the hoovering, recycling their old supply. Okay, so and even they will even use these terms when they, love bomb people or new supply. They can use this again. They can or use these excuses as well, because narcissists also grow. Narcissists also changes, but not as normal human beings. They change in a very different way. They change in how they can manipulate more. They refine their manipulation games. They refine their gaslighting, their smear campaigns, their projection. They're becoming greater actors. Like an actor, a legendary actor. They should win an Oscar for it. They're crazy people. Please don't fall for it. It's very important that you don't fall for it, because you are growing. You have been through healing, or you're still healing. And during this healing process, the narcissist is coming back to create chaos in your life. Don't allow it. This it's so important for me to share this on this episode because it happens a lot. It happens so much that narcissists use this tactic. It's one of their tactics. Narcissists have many tactics, and they're masters in their tactics because they refine them. They level up, level up, level up. So this is a episode for you to remind yourself not to be lured back in by the narcissist. Okay, so I hope that it was an interesting episode for you today. My last episode was quite long, but that's okay. This episode is a bit shorter. I hope that you enjoyed it and that it has educated you more, or remind you in this case, of how narcissists behave and what you can do to prevent it. So please subscribe to my channel, The Narcissist Guide on YouTube, and leave your comments in the comment box. Thank you so very much for everyone who is listening through my podcast, through Spotify as well, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Amazon. It's been really amazing to see how many people have been listening to my podcast, and it really keeps me motivated to keep sharing and making new episodes for you. So thank you so much for your support. Please subscribe to my channel, The Narcissist Guide. I would really appreciate it. I know that many of you are listening through a podcast app, but I would greatly appreciate if you could please subscribe to my channel as well, The Narcissist Guide. And you can share your comments there, ask me to cover something on a different subject. So, I will try to make a podcast about whatever you guys want me to make for next episode. All right? Now, thank you very much for listening and tuning in, guys, and see you next time.